Well, here's our third area of assessment and charting. I'm going to show you how to make sense of the state standards, make them mesh with the district requirements, and make those mesh with your daily goals and objectives. It's important to have a good way of tracking, whether it's annual, monthly, or weekly for your students. And it's also important to have a clear to follow rubric and answer key. We're going to start with the state and work our way down to our daily goals and objectives. Well, first we have our STAR student report. We don't have much of a say on this, but they're basically evaluated in 3 areas: English, math, and science. And the state scores them below basic, proficient, or advanced. Well, this is our district's answer to what the state wants. As you can see, we have a scoring rubric here: independent, emerging, or no response. Now these things correlate with our district assessment form called Standard Aligned Assessment Level 1. Basically, you can see here we have our scoring rubric. We have all the areas in our English that we do, and the scoring rubric is either an N for no response, an E for emerging, or an I for independent, meaning the student is able to do that certain task. Well, here's a charting method that has been years in the making. I invented a color-coded yearly goal chart. None of us are strangers to IEPs. So what I did is I took each student's name, put all their goals and objectives next to their name, and those goals and objectives are color-coded. And what that does is it streamlines the education process. We can divvy up the work between the teachers and the aides, as well as student TAs that come in and help. We're able to accomplish 8 goals per student, 11 students per day, so that's 88 goals we're accomplishing every day. And how do we do that, you ask? Well, we do that by color coding the staff members' names to correlate with the colors on the students' goals. Simple as that. That's how we're able to do 88 goals per day, every day of the week. But nothing is complete until we actually chart the results. So here, rather than make things difficult, I've adopted our district rubric. And these are our daily charting of goals and objectives. As you can see, I'm using the I, the E, or the N. And to see if the student has actually passed a goal, all you need to do is line 2 weeks worth of results up. Here's our charting for week 1, our charting for week 2. And if they have 8 out of 10 I's, they've more than likely passed that goal. This particular student has 10 out of 10 I's, so he's actually surpassed his goal. So you're saying, that's fine, Dave, but what about quarterly reports? Well, our last form is our report of progress towards goals. This is our quarterly report card. And unfortunately, this report card doesn't follow the same rubric that our district assessment does. But if you look in this highlighted area, I've adapted it to where N equals 1 and 2, E equals 3 and 4, and I equals 5. It's a very clear-cut way to score our students. And as you can see from this table, everything works together cohesively from the state to the district all the way down to our daily goals and objectives. Well, I've discovered through the years that having a well-organized, well-stocked kitchen is paramount in an SH curriculum class. First of all, many of our students have to have supplements throughout the day. So I discovered that making a cupboard with each student's supplements well labeled, well marked, and best of all, well supplied is the way to go. You never know in the event of a natural disaster if your student's going to be stuck here. So always have extra supplies on hand. It's also important to have a locked medicine box. I've also invented student folders throughout the year that have their IEP goals, their medication logs, their drink supplement logs, and most importantly, their emergency information. Well, call me a survivalist at heart, but I think it's very important for every SH classroom to have a well-packed emergency kit. First of all, get yourself a big backpack with emergency blankets as well as a regular blanket in there. I would also recommend a well-stocked first aid kit. Also get yourself a solar radio because you don't want things with batteries. Get yourself some non-perishable long-term food. Also some water packets that again won't perish. Get yourself some matches as well as some kind of glow sticks in case it's dark when the emergency happens. Also get yourself a flashlight that once again does not require batteries. And finally, I would recommend a long-range radio where your administrator or another teacher has the other end of it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the tour of my classroom. If you saw a piece of equipment or assistive technology that you would like for your son or daughter, here's a list of companies that I deal with. You can reach them on the web or by phone. You can find the switches, the power links, or the standing equipment, pretty much anything. Well, I'm David Whitt. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you soon. I hope this has been enlightening. Thank you very much.